Hi, I'm Mike from PokeTips, and last week I made a video titled, "What are the most expensive things you can buy in Pokemon games?" At the end of that video, I asked you guys if you wanted to see a part 2 where I covered the rest of the regions, and... yeah, I think you guys might want a part 2. So let's start things off today with Generation 5. At first glance, Pokemon Black, White, and their sequels don't seem to have any expensive items for you to buy like in the other games. However, after looking closely, there are actually a few really expensive items for you to buy. In Black and White 2, there's an area called Join Avenue, which is basically a market area that you could personalize and set up to be the way you want it. There are lots and lots of different types of shops you could set up, like an antique shop where you could purchase an unidentified treasure and have it turn out to be a random item like a hard stone, a Pokeball of some sort, or even a nugget. Or if random items aren't your thing, you could always set up another shop like a beauty salon where you could take your Pokemon to make them more friendly and beautiful, and also lower their EVs a little bit. But for us, the people that are looking to spend the most money possible, we're gonna open up either a dojo or a cafe. At rank 10, the cafe will start to sell you what's called a Wonder Dinner for 96,000 Pokédollars. With a name like Wonder Dinner, you're probably wondering what's in this dinner. Well, unfortunately, I can't tell you what's inside of the dinner, but I can tell you that if you feed it to your Pokemon, after eating it all up, nom nom nom, it's gonna grow by 8 levels. I'm guessing one of the secret ingredients in this is rare candies. On the other hand, a level 10 dojo isn't as exciting, but you can buy items that will raise your Pokemon's EVs or effort values by 64 points, which might save you some time in the long run. Once again, this is going to cost you 96,000 Pokédollars. And just a quick little note here, it is possible to lower the prices of these items by leveling up your Join Avenue and also raising the levels of all your shops to rank 10. Thanks a bunch to the people in the comment section of my last video for reminding me about Join Avenue, because it's been a really long time since I played Pokemon Black and White 2. Moving on to the Kalos region, we have quite a few interesting ways to spend our money. But first, we have a very interesting honorable mention. In Pokemon X and Y, the first time you get to Laverre City and before you take out Team Flare at the Pokeball Factory, if you try to go to Route 15, in the gate area, 2 Team Flare grunts are going to stop you and say, "Hey, if you want to go beyond this point, you'll have to be part of Team Flare. You could join for a small price of 5 million Pokédollars." 5 million to join Team Flare. Team Rocket will literally pay you and then ask you to join their team, but Team Flare? Oh no, they want 5 million Pokédollars. Now normally you would not have that amount of money at this point in the game, but it is possible to have 5 million Pokédollars. So, what happens when you have 5 million Pokédollars and you try to join Team Flare? Well, nothing. Even if you have the 5 million, they'll still say the same exact thing and stop you from going through the gate. Interestingly though, later on in the game when you get to Geosenge Town, there's a Team Flare grunt standing around that'll tell you that they joined Team Flare and got a new life for 5 million Pokédollars. They let this guy join, but not you. Now I know, that's disappointing, but we do have something in this game we can spend a lot of money on, so don't you worry. Pokemon X and Y were the first games to allow you to customize your trainer. However, this comes at a big cost. Just like in real life, buying new clothes is not cheap, especially if you go for designer, high-end clothing. In Lumio City, there's a special boutique called Boutique Couture. And this boutique is so fancy that they won't even let you in unless you're stylish. Now, if you're stylish enough to enter, there you could buy the most expensive clothing items in the game. We're talking about 80,000 Pokédollars for a fedora, 120,000 Pokédollars for a down jacket, or even 180,000 Pokédollars for checked pants. And for the ladies out there, don't you worry, it's expensive for you too. 100,000 Pokédollars for a tie neck blouse. 300,000 Pokédollars for a trench coat dress. And forget about that Louis Vuitton because you'll be spending all your 200,000 Pokédollars on a strappy purse. But let's say you're a clothing collector and you just have to have every single piece of clothing in the game. Well, if you're playing as a guy, that's gonna cost you 2,227,000 Pokédollars. And if you're playing as a girl and you want to be able to collect the over 200 pieces of clothing items, well, you better be ready to spend 4,676,000 Pokédollars on your brand new wardrobe. But honestly, don't spend it on clothes. You could just save a little bit more money and join Team Flare. And we're not done with X and Y yet. X and Y were also the Pokemon games that introduced Mega Evolution to the series, and to show that off, they gave the final evolution of the Kanto starters, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur, Mega Evolutions. Early on in the game, you get to choose a Kanto region starter, and Professor Sycamore will give you the Mega Stone for it. But don't worry, you'll still be able to get the other Mega Stones, you're just gonna have to buy them. In Lumiose City, there's a place called the Stone Emporium, and there's a man standing around there wearing a nice red suit. If you talk to him, he'll offer to sell you the Mega Stones that you don't have for up to 1 million Pokédollars each. So that means you could potentially be paying 2 million Pokédollars to get 2 additional Mega Stones. That's crazy. However, just like in Join Avenue, there's a way to lower the price on this so you're not going to break the bank trying to buy these rocks. The prices of these stones are tied to a hidden stat in the game called Style Points, the same style that I was mentioning before when I was talking about entering the boutique. Basically, if you do some tasks around Lumiose City, your style points will go up and the stones will get cheaper, eventually coming down to the low price of 10,000 Pokédollars each. And last but not least, moving on to the Alola region, it's all about clothing. In Howley City's mall, there's a high-end clothing store called the Gracidia. And if you thought the clothing prices of clothes in Pokemon X and Y were expensive, wait until you hear the prices for this. Here, one backpack will cost you 378,000 Pokédollars. For both guys and girls, you could buy up to 7 different kinds of backpacks here. So if you buy all 7 backpacks, that's going to cost you 2,646,000 Pokédollars. But if you want to buy out the whole store and buy all the clothing here, if you're a guy, it's going to cost you 3,799,500 Pokédollars. And if you're a girl, because there are a lot more options for female clothing, it's going to cost you $5,170,700. But hang on, because it gets even more expensive in the Ultra game since they added a new set of clothing. In Ultra Sun and Moon, in addition to the clothing mentioned before, you could also buy the Komoo-O armor if you're playing as a guy, or the Lurantis armor if you're playing as a girl. If you want to buy the full Komoo-O armor, it's going to cost you 600,000 Pokédollars for the helmet, 500,000 Pokédollars for the breastplate, another 500,000 for the tassets, 400,000 for the greaves, and a final 400,000 for the solarets, which is going to cost you a grand total of 2.4 million Pokédollars. And if you're playing as a girl and you want to buy the Lurantis outfit, once again, all the pieces are going to add up to 2.4 million Pokédollars. Honestly, I don't think either of these outfits look too good, but if you want to flex in Pokemon, this is definitely how you do it. Now, those outfits are pretty expensive, but you're going to be shocked when I tell you how much it's going to cost to buy every single piece of clothing in the game. Quick, take a guess and tell me how much you think it's going to cost to buy all the male clothing and how much it's going to cost to buy all the female clothing. Tell me in the comments section. Alright, are you ready for the answer? For male characters in Ultra Sun and Moon, putting together every piece of clothing you could get and all the Festival Plaza exclusive clothing, it's gonna cost you 10,708,944 Pokédollars. And for the ladies in Ultra Sun and Moon, your grand total is going to be 13,587,024 Pokédollars. That's never happening. And with that, my friends, you now know the most expensive items in all of the Pokemon games, at least until Pokemon Sword and Shield come out this year. If I missed anything, let me know about it down in the comments section below. And I'd also really appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up, because this video took a lot of time, effort, and research to complete. As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.